So what I think, Justin Shaffer is playing in a whopping. Oh, sorry, no. So his man base says he has 4 Chapel, 4 Sun Petal Grove, 4 Woodland Cemetery. That was a different card, but then 4 Evolving Wilds. So the Doran colors. He also has, so he does have 4 Lingering Souls on top of that. So he's a turn 1 Delver out of Justin, off, and it's gonna flip off a Jataxian Probe. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
And he will probe him. So Justin's first play was a Dark Slick Shore. In response to the probe, Justin's going to dismember him, so both players taking some damage. Justin's hand is Land, Day, O-Ring, Gideon.
Yeah, double Gideon.
All right, so our discussion before about whether Gideon Jura is good or not, we're going to get to see that.
We're going to get to see whether or not Gideon is... Gideon's a powerful spell.
So what Justin's going to hope to have here is something like a Geist with a Mana Leak, I think. This could be a problematic hand, I think, for him. Dustin, 2 mana, is going to play nothing. So he has Island, and then Dustin plays his Isolated Chapel. He's going to probe him again, and we see he's drawn a Timely Reinforce. He's drawn another land. He's drawn a Woodland Cemetery.
That's exactly what he wants to draw.
Yeah, and Woodland's great. Delver player taps 3, makes Seacom Coast taps 3 to play Sword of War and Peace. The biggest thing Sword will do in this matchup is that it will stop Gideon and Lingering Souls, which are some of the Planeswalker's more practical threats. So he's gonna Oblivion Ring the Sword.
Seems to make sense here.
Delver player makes a Moorland Haunt. Lose that another Gideon drawing?
Yes.
So he now has trips Gideon. And he makes Delver makes a Haunt on the end step, swings in for 1. So 16 to 15, Delver's now up. And the 5th land for Dustin, he's gonna let him, we're just gonna start parading out these Gideons. He goes for the first Gideon. Is the first one gonna resolve? It's gonna strand the other 2 in his hand.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan. No. He'll just +2 it. Or no, he's going to -2 it, kill the Spirit. Not overly concerned if Gideon dies. Still has more Gideon. 6th land from the Delver player, and he's going to play Consecrated Sphinx.
Yeah, and that's pretty good.
Well, it's going to get Day of Judgmented, but he's going to draw 2 cards off it.
I'd say you tap your opponent out, you draw 2 extra cards.
Yeah, and there you go. Day of Judgment for the Sphinx. He's going to... and Gideon's gonna turn sideways for 6, putting Justin down to 10. So 10 Delver players on 10, Planeswalkers on 15. 7th land out of the Delver player, he's gonna make a Delver of Secrets. And he has Moorland Haunt mana up, that'll almost certainly get used. I think the Planeswalker control deck may be able to pull this one out.
Yeah.
It was exciting, we're gonna see Delver, maybe some deck will beat Delver.
That'd be unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Might be the only time. He's going to play Sorin, Lord of Innistrad. Only 2 lands up, but still no Mana Leak out of Dustin. Sorin will be making a Vampire. At this point, would you say Gideon just starts plussing?
I would just, especially now that you have this Vampire in play.
Yeah, you have your opponent at 10, which is pretty real.
You don't want to get Vapor Snagged, you just...
Yeah, you don't really want to get Vapor Snag. You don't need another Gideon in your hand. He's going to end step Celestial Purge the Sorin and make a Moorland Haunt token. So 7 lands. So far still getting value out of them. He's going to eat these Consecrated Sphinx to make a Moorland Haunt token. But still, that's a lot more lands than Delver would like to see.
Yeah, 7 is too many.
And he's going to reveal Vapor Snag, flip the Delver. Gideon is at 6, so Gideon can take the beat. Which gives Dustin a chance. He can make plays like Gideon kill Delver, cast Gideon, if he'd like.
He's...
Especially once he's...
some options here.
Yeah. Gideon goes down to 2. Justin's going to make an 8th land. And cast... Phantasmal Image, copying Insectile Aberration. I always have liked the flavor of illusion cards. I like the flavor of they're not real, so if you poke them, they disappear.
Yeah. Whoosh.
It's not actually.
But they can kill things.
It's not actually there. And oh, Dustin drew Day of Judgment. He's gonna go for that. That is a amazing draw. Gideon's gonna turn Superman and go for 6 more damage. I think. Yeah, Justin makes a more than hot token, and then decides to Vapor Snag the Gideon.
Yep. So.
Justin, not with many cards left. So Dustin goes down. Planeswalker goes down to 14. I have to use their deck names because saying Dustin and Justin, I feel like I'm going to completely lose
I keep,
our listeners.
Like,
so Planeswalker goes down to 15.
Justin pondering here. In a pretty rough spot.
Yeah, I mean, how many? He needs a hand that can answer a lot of Gideons, and I feel like what that means is he needs a hand with Sword of War and Peace. And
unfortunately, he got that sword.
And he only has. He's just playing the 1. So he's going to need to revoke the O-ring or something. I think if he had the sword, he can get this game. But without the sword, I feel like it's going to be very dicey for him to try to get it. He gets rid of a Dissipate. Do we know what he kept over that?
I do not.
Dissipate seems like an excellent card right now. So
it does seem really good. I mean, it's a very effective answer to Gideon.
Wait, did Gideon die that turn? Gideon got
-2.
Did Gideon get dissipated?
Yeah, Gideon got dissipated, and
okay.
then the other one died from killing a Delver. Yeah.
Okay. Apologies there then. Yeah, I think I missed part of that game.
Dustin attacked for 6 with the Gideon that one turn where I think I may have just, +2'd it. I think that 2 loyalty on Gideon is oftentimes worth more than.
And yeah, he's just gonna play
damage.
Cast Dungeon Geist, tapping nothing.
I think so.
Gonna O-ring the Dungeon Geist. I don't know if that's necessary. He doesn't know if he has another sword. I mean, I think it'll be fine, but I would almost just Gideon slow roll, have Gideon kill it. He's gonna make Lingering Souls then. Justin at 4. This seems like it's gonna be very hard for Justin.
Yeah, I don't know if Justin really has much of a way out here.
Found his own Lingering Souls. That'll buy him some
block
time.
for a little while.
The problem is that if none of the other 2 cards are worthwhile, then by keeping Lingering Souls, you're dooming yourself to not draw any outs for the rest of the game. Or it's that's kind of the double-edged part of Ponder, is when you keep it, you get this sweet card, and the cost is you have to draw these other 2 cards you didn't really want to draw.
That's why you need to shuffle your deck.
That's why you need to now crack a fetch land, and then the card's just great.
Paging
Use your Following Wilds.
Jacob Buchanan to the
He's going to
main event stage,
Snapcaster
We've also had several decks turned in.
Ponder.
If you are missing your deck, please come to the side half of the stage and describe it to us.
Seems reasonable.
And again, please keep an eye on your things. Make sure you put everything in your bag when you leave your table.
And he's going to draw off it. So still likes the top cards of the deck, thinks they can get him back into the game. And he's going to cast and flashback Lingering Souls. Which actually taps him out, all 9 mana, which that's like 4 or 5 too many for the deck.
Kind of unbelievable.
Well, he has more mana than the Planeswalker control player.
But I'm sure the Planeswalker control player is pretty happy about that, to be honest.
So he's in a Tezzeret's Gambit, bringing himself to 11.
So is Gambit going to increase the loyalty on this Gideon?
Yeah,
and draw him a few cards?
I feel like, Dustin goes down to 11. I feel like as long as he just keeps +2ing Gideon, I don't see how he loses.
Yeah, it's pretty tough at this point.
Opts not to flashback his own Lingering Souls. Just +2s the Gideon. All 4 tokens swing in. Gideon just takes it all. I see what he's doing. He's going to try to just swing back. And then Justin concedes, sees that he has him lethal on the swing back. So Dustin Shaffer's Planeswalker control deck defeats Delver 2-1.
It looked pretty good there.
We at least have 1 non-Delver deck in the 2-0 bracket. It's good to know.
It is good to know.